My name is Nartey, and this is Unscripted with Nartey. And today I have the first ever female on the show. Her name is Sika Dzuali. She's an actress and she's a model. Sika, welcome on board. Welcome.
Bro.
Sika, it means gold. It means June. Who gave you? June means gold in Ghana.
Oh.
Who gave you Sika?
Well, my granddad on my dad's side and my dad.
So they connived and they say,
yes,
this beautiful lady is going to be called Gold.
Well, there's a backstory to that.
Sika, how are you doing?
Oh, by God's grace, I'm fine. I'm fine.
In 2010, you went to a pageant in China and you won Miss Personality. Of course, your personality shows, and even in the world stage, you won Miss Personality. Please tell us all about the pageantry.
Oh, okay. I was selected for the local competition here in Ghana. So from there, I was chosen to represent Ghana on the global front. So that's how come I ended up there. And Aisha Passa then was in charge of the Ghanaian branch of the pageants. And then she chose me to represent Ghana. And when I went, it was 55 countries from all over the world in Beijing, China. I was like, hey, people's presidents, American presidents were supporting them, and I was like, hey, me and my God. Meanwhile, they're like just 5 African countries. So I was like, nah.
What
can I do to because Miss Personality gets voted for by all the other countries. It's the only category or title that you have to earn if everyone else agrees
that you are a Miss Personality.
So it's not even on the D-Day that is like determined who gets to win that title. So I was like, okay, that's my best shot. So I did my SWOT analysis, my strengths, my weakness, my opportunities, and my threats. And I came to the conclusion that that was an easier title to cover. So then I went for it. So in the night, I'll be one. In the morning, I'll be one with the African countries. In the night, I'll be all up in the white people.
Oh.
And I'll give them beads. I'll tell them about Ghana. And they're fascinated. And so I knew that gradually my agenda
was falling in place.
Because it is not how I won the convicted child.
And how did you feel amongst all the 55 countries and you got Miss Personality on that world stage?
I was elated. I was like, oh, okay. I finally, because when I was leaving for the pageants, my mom and my brother prayed for me. So I was like, okay, my mother's prayers are working. And I was so eager to come and show my mother that after all, this is what
you've been able to get
and come home with. I didn't go and come empty. I was able to use my personality and the home training and everything that I learned from both home and education wise to be able to achieve something that can never be taken away from me.
I have realized that most female that go to pageantry mostly end up doing film. Is it like you had interest in acting, or just because you went to pageantry, you felt like acting would be another way to also push my talent forward?
Oh, well, mine has a twist. And the twist is, I was actually in acting. I left acting, then I went straight into the beauty pageants.
Oh.
Okay, so what happened is that I can vividly, it's been years, but I asked God to refresh my memory. So what happens is I was going for a TV presenting job interview, but I think the dates were miscommunicated. So I think I went a day ahead instead of So when I went, this man, Roger Coty, the Roger that
Roger, yeah.
So he's like, girl, you're pretty. Where are you going? I'm like, I came for presenting job, but I think I missed. So he's like, no. Frank Raja, you have to see it. I'm like, who's that? And then it's like, Abdul Salam, Venice film.
Did you know Salam by then?
I never knew him. I've seen movies, but I never knew him. And then there he was, and they were like, okay, take the script and say something. So I was like, what is this? So I'm like, okay. I took it that day. There were interesting people there that day.
Okay, so it was an audition. It was an audition ground.
Julius Ibrahim was there. Mix Bell was there. Quite a lot of people.
Where did they hold audition?
African.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure I was there because audition.
So it's like, then I read it, and then they're like, no, this girl is good. Even Pastor Manfo was there that day. At the time, he was a writer then. He wasn't a director.
Yeah,
he was a writer. So it's like, okay. I did it, and they're like, wow. Meanwhile, that's like my first shot. I've never
acted before.
To be on screen, but they're like, okay, you're good. So the following day, let's come for a script for a movie. I was like, hey.
You were very lucky then.
Then I was like, hey. And they said it's a determining factor. They were saying major role and all that. I couldn't quite grasp what it was. So I was like, okay. Long story short, it was a princess. I was supposed to play a princess in it.
Wait. Wait. Are you telling me that the movie Princess Tyra that Yvonne Nelson played?
It was between me and her.
Oh, so they were trying to cast
the deciding factor. That day before they went inside, it was between me and Yvonne. Matter of fact, I still have the script at home.
So you were supposed to be Princess Tyra?
Yes.
So what happened? Why did they give it to you? Why do you think they gave it to Yvonne? They chose Yvonne over you?
I don't know.
Okay, but did you play a part in Princess Tyra?
No, I did not. So this is what happens. I didn't get to play Princess Tyra. And then me, because it wasn't really my thing, I was just minding my business. The next thing, there was another audition. And I went for it. And that's how come I ended up in Prince Bride. And that shot me into the limelight.
Okay, so your first film with Venus film, okay, that was actually your first film ever.
Yeah, I was supposed to be Princess Tyra that I didn't get to play.
And then you
so
Prince Bride gave you the opportunity to do Prince Bride.
Yeah.
Then after Prince Bride, you did Heart of Man.
Yes, I did Heart of Man and Heart of Man, and then
I think a lot of people saw you in Heart of Man, even though Prince Bride shot you because of your sexy nature of the way you did things with Majid, right?
But I think people saw me more in Prince Bride.
In the Prince Bride.
That got me a job in Nigeria.
Oh.
I made supporting because I was with the heavyweights. But actually, I was in Playboy.
Yeah.
I was in Playboy, so that's a correction there. I was in Playboy.
Before you did the Prince Bride.
Right. I was in Playboy. I interviewed Jackie and Yvonne. I was sandwiched. I played the TV presenter.
Yeah.
You see how this was?
Yeah.
I went for the TV presenter job, and then I got into acting, and it's like the whole thing is intertwined.
And so you got yourself a job because of you played the character well in Prince Bride, and you went to Nigeria.
Yes, I went to Nigeria.
So who gave you that call in Nigeria? Is it like Salam worked something for you?
No, what happens is I think they saw me in Prince Bride. Bond Emera, at the time he was the president of Directors Guild in Nigeria. And he was like, who's this girl? And that same time it was between, I think Lydia Fossey was considered for the same role as Lee. And she was bigger than me. That time she was reigning with Shelly and all that. But the man was like, no, I like this girl. So because I like it, she fits in the character for the role. So that's the time I did my first job in Nigeria, and I played lead in the movie. Yes, with one America.
And so was it only one role? Because usually when people go to Nigeria, they end up doing 2, 3, 4 films before they come back. Did you do just one film when you went to Nigeria? I
had another job with them, but they had some parts of it was shot in Ghana. But what happened is that during that time, a whole lot of things happened. Immediately after my job, that was when I was going to prepare to go to the pageant. But the industry was so stiff. The competition was so stiff in the industry at the time. And because I was too young, I didn't have anyone to mentor me that, fame can transform your life. I wasn't all about fame. I used to do drama in primary school. So for me, it's like I'm just using my talents and my giftings I wasn't so much focused
On the fame.
On the fame of what fame can do to me, because Prince Bride really shocked me. I remember those times when I go to Kutuka, the immigration officers were like, hey, they start, like, you know, give me preferential treatment. So I was like, oh, this should be fun.
I'm gonna do this.
But I didn't let it really
get into your head.
Into my head. Because first of all, my dad was against me being in showbiz. You know this where parents like, you have to go to school. What are you wasting your life being in showbiz for?
It looks like everybody I talked to, their dad was on their neck that, yo, don't go to showbiz.
Yeah, don't go to showbiz. And that same story has an interesting reason why I did not use Sika Dzuali.
Yes, and then your name is the Diva. Who gave you the Diva?
I invented it myself.
Oh.
I'm very creative in giving people names, especially my friends and family. When I give you a nickname, we will stick. After the show, I'll give you a nickname.
No.
So I came up with Sika the Diva because my dad wasn't in support of my showbiz.
So you didn't want to use your surname?
So I didn't want to use my surname. So I came up with Sika the Diva. So eventually, when it's a kind of a sad story why I left the industry. When after Prince Bride and I did the Nigerian job, immediately I came back, I had an accident. I couldn't walk for like...
From Nigeria?
Yes. Wojake Kote kept calling me, there are bones for you. I couldn't move. And I couldn't tell anyone.
Wait, do you think that it was because you were rising up in the industry? Because I know that there are spiritual matters in the industry. I know that Nkrofoko Edrosu, to get fame, to be there. Do you think just because you were likened by executive producers, both to be said, Charlie, if you don't take it, this girl said go can rise. Do you think that was what happened to you?
There's a high possibility, because what happened is that I was supposed to be in Girls Connection. It was directed by Tichidi Chikere, you know, the Nigerian.
Yeah, I was part of Girls Connection.
You see? So Irene Opari was the name.
Irene Opari was where the Vicky Zuga was part of it. Yeah, I was part of Girls Connection.
Oh well, when I got on set, I was one of the lead characters. I got on set, I couldn't talk.
You couldn't
I got
talk?
into my costume. I couldn't talk.
What do you mean by you couldn't talk? You didn't learn your lines? Kasa
The
nemba.
voice, as a season me.
Like somebody's choking you, you can't.
I can't. Then tears started flowing.
You're joking.
Yes. And guess the interesting part of everything.
Well,
I eventually had to be decasted. And my mother called at that instant, said like, Shika, are you okay?
your mom doesn't know that you're even on set.
She doesn't, she has no idea. But my mom is always praying for me, and I have that bonding connection with my mom. So if there's something wrong with me, I'm sure my mom sensed it. So I couldn't talk. All I did was to cry. Walking down the road and crying because I was disgusted. Because like Tichidi was like, what is wrong with you, girl? I'll be fine and talk and my voice will come. The moment they say action, bro, couldn't.
Is it like you forget the lines or like?
I didn't forget the lines. I can't talk.
God, you know, I usually hear people talk about these things.
It happened to me. Listen, anyone who says that there's no spirituality or doesn't believe in spirituality, I couldn't grasp what was happening to me at the time, because number one, on age side, I was too young to comprehend
What was going on?
digest whatever was going on. But I think now
You have an understanding.
I could quite understand.
So you think that during that time, it was something spiritual that was happening to you? It wasn't physical?
Of course. I know better now. Initially, I was like, maybe I had a medical condition or something. I wasn't too sure what was happening to me. So long story short, my mom was like, can you please leave this industry?
So wait, that was why you left?
That was a determining factor. And something to happen. When I went to Nigeria, the director was then the Directors Guild president. So he asked me, you're a very good actress. Why are they not using you as you're supposed to be used in Ghana? Why are you not big in Ghana and all that? So I told him, like, oh, there are a couple of things. There's a couple of reasons why. Some inactions of mine and what I wasn't ready to do because I'm not hungry for fame.
Well, when you say when you're not ready to do, what do you mean? Like, is it like people were asking to sleep with you and you said no, and that's why?
There was advances and offers that I didn't want to take. Yes. Yes, I wasn't hungry enough for fame.
Would you say that is the reason you haven't blown like others?
But he said something to me. He said, listen, you are a star. No matter what it takes, you will shine. I see things in you that I don't think other people can see. And what that man said to me changed the trajectory of my life. Immediately I came back, I focused on my pageants, because I realized that if God didn't only give me the acting, I had other talents. I had the I could stand in front of people without being scared. I had that confidence. So like, why not use that? So that opportunity was already waiting for me. So I was like, no, let me just jump on it. Forget about the movie industry. Go and do my pageants and go on with my life. So I did the pageants. I came back. I didn't even exploit the razzmatazz of all that enough, because I wasn't about it. What mattered to me wasn't about being a household name in Ghana. At the time, what mattered is that I achieved something. I didn't go and stain the reputation of Ghana. I went as a good ambassador of my country, and I brought back a title, an enviable title. So that was like more important to me than anything. And to see my mother happy, and my brother, my family, that I achieved something. So my dad had a change of heart. My dad was at Evians. Then, by the time I went to visit him in the office, he's printed my newspaper thing that, my daughter is a and my dad, guess what? My dad, who wasn't interested in me doing that.
Now he's showing it to people.
She said, oh, that's my daughter. That's my only daughter. Like, all my other siblings are male. So, like, that's my only daughter, she went to the war pageant, that kind of thing. So, eventually, my dad blessed me. But then I was, like,
still not interested.
Because of the attack and all that, I was like, no.
Talking about the attack, how long were you sick for?
For a year, I couldn't move.
You couldn't walk for a year?
No, I couldn't. If I tried to move my leg, I was in pain. It's like there's something grabbing or gripping. If I can walk, once I go and shoot.
Yeah.
I said I can't walk. And
so go and shoot now.
Roger Potter is my witness. He used to call me, but he didn't know that was what I was going through.
Wow.
He used to call me, Sika, when you get opportunities, you know how he talks now,
like they're giving you opportunity and you are trying to rather.
Technically, he's the person who discovered me, if we're being real.
Yeah.
Because he saw me and then.
And took you to Salami.
Yeah. So it's like, I couldn't walk. I had to be in church, pray, and that's how come I got healed. I went to diagnosis center. They diagnosed me from head to toe. I went to that machine that I don't know the name. And they said that they can't.
They said there's nothing wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong with me medically. And it was Ogoni doctors. It's not like whatever. Yes.
Whoa.
Doctors from Russia. So it's like there was more to it than meets the eye. But that changed everything in my life. It made my relationship with God. That's when I started like praying more, started drawing close to God, and for Him to like direct me. God, what do you want me to do with my life?
I have been in the industry for a long time.
Yes.
I've heard these stories.
Yes.
It's not really come to me personally. Maybe I don't know somebody go do me some self, but it's not come to me personally. Beside yourself, have you heard other people talk about their experience in terms of spirituality?
Oh, recently, when I went on Latif Abubakar's stage play, I played an Angolan queen. Okay, Nzinga, playing Nzinga. And
the second coming of
Nkrumah, just this December. Yes. So Pearl, I think she was Pearl.
Pearl, yeah, I interviewed her.
Yes, Pearl interviewed her. And Pearl started like, she went on stage and she came back, and then me and her have that like bond. So I was like, she's like, my head. You see like my head. I'm like, no, wait. So in the midst of everyone, I grabbed her hand and I prayed for her. Immediately, it's like the thing left. Guess what? She's okay, goes back to stay. And I have the...
And then foul.
Yes. The same thing that was happening to her happened to me. I didn't even tell her till the next day. So immediately, I started to pray. I was like, God, deliver me. Because I was next, I'm going on stage. I couldn't even, everything was blurry. The ceiling, I couldn't see anything. I nearly passed out. So immediately I prayed. The thing just vanished. The next thing I called my pastor and told him that, please just pray for me. So I'm going to say, now, this is what had happened.
Would you say that because you went through these things, that's why you have become closer to God, because you speak highly of God and prayer? Is it because of your experience, or you are already...
Okay, I used to be a mass server. That's a fun fact.
Oh.
I used to be a mass server. I used to sing in church.
Oh.
Okay, yes. So I had already had my bond with God, but it wasn't as strong as it is now. I was less prayerful, but now I think my relationship with God, I'm still working on it. It's improving. I'm not like we fail or whatever. I identify as a child of God. That's what I'm proud to say, that God is my source, and I'm not ashamed of my relationship with God. I'm not at all.
You left us to where? I mean, you stopped acting for a while. You got sick. You went out, and then you concentrated on being an entrepreneur and a businesswoman. What did you actually go to do?
Oh, wow. Not only that. Another thing is that I at the time was too naive and like not well, like in advanced in age. So I was like, oh, there's too much competition in the industry. Let me just go into the corporate world. Guess what? It's even worse.
In the corporate world?
Oh, bro.
What are they competing for? Which fame?
You know, I was a journalist.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
That's for the journalists who have been hearing about that.
Please, I don't want you to go. Please don't go there. So I went to GVC training school, and I was on behind the news as part of my internship and all that. And I went to the newsroom. I reported live on TV. I was doing all the journalists. Hey, you think the serious journalist reporting on serious issues? So, but still there was competition there.
When you say competition, is it like somebody wants to take your place? Is it like somebody doesn't want you to go far?
Of course.
What was the competition about?
Yeah, the competition is about people always trying to undermine you and like cut your chances, and like, you know, that kind of backbiting. The same thing that was in the industry and all that, the drama was still in the corporate world. So years went by, but I loved being in the corporate world because I learned a lot. I got to work with most of the huge figures in journalism and the pillars of journalism. I got to be a consultant for the Ghana Journalists Association, their marketing consultant. Guess what? I was the only marketing consultant. I don't know if it's in the world. I should go into Guinness records for that. Mm-hmm. My office was in the booth of my car. My office was in my car.
Your office?
Yes. Yes. I couldn't afford an office, the type of office that I wanted. Mm-hmm. So I get sponsorship deal for Ghana Journalists Association, and I get my commission because I was determined to make it, honey. Because I have a background in journalism and marketing from the Chartered Institute of Marketing, UK.
So if acting is not working,
I can do journalism and do marketing, baby. With or without any office, I was determined to make it. I was determined to leave my mark in areas that no one thought I could venture into. You
know, you talked about the fact that when you were in the industry, you had offers, like people wanted to sleep with you or other things before you could get your way to the top. Mm-hmm. Did it happen to you in the corporate world?
Oh, yes. In the corporate world, there are men there like yourself.
So they're everywhere with that?
Yeah, they're everywhere. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. I don't know. People seem to find me attractive.
Yes, you are.
So it's like, oh, so like that kind of thing. And you know, Beauty is a talent. So it's up to you. If you want to sexualize the grace and the talent of beauty, or you want to use that beauty to be like Queen Esther. Okay? So God can make you attractive, God can make you beautiful. But what do you want to use your beauty for? You want to be known as the woman who can say no, gives in to all sexual advances. Or you want to be that woman that is beautiful, sexy, or whatever it is, attractive. But then
You have dignity.
you have dignity, your beauty, they can see other qualities apart from you taking your whatever off and using it the wrong way. Yes.
You know, the industry has changed a lot. When we started, it's based on talent
Yeah.
and what you will be able to do.
Yeah.
Usually we go for auditions outside. Everybody sees what you are performing. Now auditions are done inside or hotels or what do you have to say to the younger ones that are coming that think that using your body is the source or is the right way to attain fame? Because it looks like most young girls, and it's coming up always in the news, that this young girl that we think is successful
Didn't do it.
got her way through
Yeah,
sleeping with bosses or whatever. What do you have to say about that?
What I want to say is that doing the right thing in the world, you would, by like saying no to sexual advances or trying to use your body, it has disadvantages. Maybe you might succeed and be famous, but there's always a price to pay for every action of ours.
Sure.
But they should learn to stand their grounds. If acting or whatever you want to do is what you're determined to do, no matter who comes up at you like, young lady, if you don't sleep with me, I'm not going to give you the chance. Pray. Ask God to give you or connect you to someone who wouldn't insist on sleeping with you for you to showcase what God has embedded in you and your purpose. I know it's difficult.
But what if when you sleep with the person, you may be able to go far? What if? Just what if?
Everyone and their head. People have done it and they never even, still they are not shining.
True.
We know that. Some people did it and they shine. So it's like everyone, just know you see these fingers.
They are not equal. Yeah.
So man, know thyself. Know yourself. And see what works for you. Me, I don't judge me. Somebody wants to sleep with people and they think that's the way. Well, my mother will advise me not to do that. Maybe someone's mother advised them to do that. Okay? So it's like life and choices. But just remember, whatever you do, you will pay for it. And you will live with the consequences of your actions. Whether good or bad. That's one thing that I've learned in life. So if anyone is coming up and looking at me, or you, or anyone who broke through, just know that with perseverance, hard work, and first of all, the most important thing is God. When you have God and it is in your calling, you will break through. One person who motivated me to come back to the industry is Charles Nyama Mensah. Is it
Shatawale?
You know why? When I was in a Chimota school, primary school, we used to sing Vandana from God.
Moko.
See? Only for him to just disappear. And then he comes back.
After 10 years. Yeah.
And becomes Shatawale. Shatawale, wherever you are, we love you.
He's my G, man.
Yeah. So,
yeah. So that motivated you.
Yes. I don't care what people think about Shatawale. But for me, Shatawale, I'm not saying he's my role model or anything, but the Shatta story motivated me that you can go off track. So long as it's your purpose, you can come back and become
stronger
and
bigger.
Guess what? When I came back, I landed a role as Queen Nubia on the same Salam.
Set.
Abdul Salam Mumuni Alaji, wherever you are, you know this is true. Alaji gave me a second chance.
Yeah.
You know what Alaji told me? Sika, I'm giving you this second chance because you're respectful. And then you've proven that you can do it. That's why I'm giving you the second chance. And it's a lead role. It will be showing on Rock soon. And it's showing in the UK.
I think I saw some of the behind the scenes on your Facebook.
It's not easy. It's not easy to lead, and by God's grace, you come back and then you get a big role.
And to be even accepted.
Accepted. I didn't think I was accepted. Guess what? Juliet Ibrahim, wherever you are, God bless you. Juliet gave me lead. I played it. That movie will come out. Widows. With Salma Mumin, Sonia Ibrahim,
and Chichi Double. Yeah, I saw.
There's this wonderful lady too. That's Shirley. Her name just escaped me. Fantastic actress. Juliet was like, Sika, I have this role for you, and then I think you can kill it. And you know Juliet is a big brand.
Yeah.
Juliet, to see that in me, I was like, it's not by my mind or anything. Because I left the industry, who knows me really.
True.
But Juliet gave me lead, and it's a fantastic character, and I cannot wait for the world
to see what
God used me to do in that movie.
Juliet is a positive lady, and I've always admired her. I did work with her on my second movie I wrote and directed for her. She's a positive with Sonia Ibrahim.
Juliet Ibrahim, she has my heart. Because she's an actress too. Yeah. So why would she give
you the actress the opportunity?
That you've been out of the game. Yeah. And for her to, and then she treated me, she's a superstar. Juliet treated all of us like we have the same brand with her. I told her, Juliet, why don't you go into do you want to be an ambassador? She smiled. I said, you'll be a good diplomat.
Too much, yeah.
Because there's juice for you, there's water you can rest and come and film. Yeah. And she talks to you with so much respect.
Sika, I heard.
I don't like the sound of this.
That you secretly dated.
Who?
You know who I'm going to talk about.
Cristiano Ronaldo?
Slim Basta.
Oh, Slim Basta, baby.
So sister, yeah, me baby.
Okay, well. Slim and I have a beautiful relationship, friendship. We didn't care when the story came about because I shot after I left the industry. He's the one who put me on the back, but I still was just a one-off thing. I did helmet in 2011 after my pageant because he saw the whole buzz about my pageant and said, no, you still have to come. And then he did helmet with me. At the time that I knew Slim, it's like God sent because he gave me valuable advice. You know now he's into politics.
But the question they ask, the question you answer.
I
heard.
I still have an awesome relationship with him.
Okay, fantastic. Before you talk about your relationship, I want to find out, did you date Slim Basta or not?
I did not date him, but he was my friend.
Oh, so the rumor be lie.
I didn't date him. He's my friend. I will never lie that he wasn't my friend. He still is my friend. And he's like a father figure. They have been there, done that in the film. So it's like, I look up to Slim. And people don't know that there are sides to Slim that people have no idea. It's not only the dancing and the singing and all that. He was the brain behind the movie that we shot. And then, he switched into politics. So they are essential and valuable advice that he gives me. When I'm down, I need someone to talk to. I reach out to him. So that's the kind of relationship that we're not dating he's my man or that kind of thing. It's just that Ghanaians, they like to add 2 and 2 together.
The moment you are close to somebody now,
I will never deny that I wasn't close to Slim. Slim is one person who had my back and who still insisted. He's a legend and a superstar. For him to say that, Sika, there's something in you need to nurture it. He always saw that star quality in me. That's why he gave me the opportunity to be in his film. So people translated it into other things. They connoted it into other things that, so if I see you with him, I loved being with him because he had good vibes. He was full of wisdom, and he gave me like advice that money cannot buy, and he helps me out with so many things. So like, yeah, I didn't date him. He was my friend.
There are a lot of things that have changed in terms of the industry.
Yes.
How are you forging to move on now that you are back?
Okay, I think that it was my time then, but now it's my turn by the grace of God. Why am I saying that? The dynamics have changed. You know, then we're in the CD era. And I thank God I've been able to live through the CD era to witness this digital
social media
era. Now it's more easier for you to be famous.
True.
So I think whatever purpose I came back to is now even more easier for me to attain, because now I have the liberty and the experience to choose who I want to work with, what jobs I want to take, how to position myself, how to align, because I have a wealth of knowledge being in the industry when it was even more competitive than now. That is not really so, because I can be popular by doing silly things like on TikTok.
And then,
yes, and then be popular. You know when the corona came, that was when TikTok stars were birthed. So it's like it's easy to create content now and shoot into the limelight than before. And then now we're on Netflix, okay. Ghanaian movies, Stage of Sin, and everything on Netflix. So it's a good time to come back.
A lot of movie actors, when directors stopped casting them, they diverted into producing, doing their own production. Now that you are back, do you think you may also consider doing producing and doing your own movies?
Oh, I already prophesied that in my last interview before I left the industry, that I see myself being one of the biggest producers that Ghana has ever seen in the world. And I pray that God equips me to be able to achieve that dream of not only being an actress, but to produce, because I have a lot of amazing stories. Personal stories.
Even your life is a story.
It's a story. My friend used to tell me, Sika, you need to write a book. I said, no, instead of a book, I can still do a book and still produce. But meanwhile, I'm not as tough for like, I have times that I break down. I have times that I cry. I have times that I need people to like motivate me and people to reassure me or like push me into that purpose. I have something to tell Ghanaians. Can I tell them?
Yeah, why not?
Camera, right?
Yeah.
Ghana told, you know what I remember, right? Ghana told, Ghana for, Ghana mame.
That is Ghana.
Ghana mame. Yankuri. Please support this brand, Sika Dzuali. I am using my talents and my giftings to entertain you. Please support me. Support my works whenever you see it. And then we'll all give a glorious story when the Sika Dzuali brand becomes a global brand. And we'll all be proud to say that Sika is Ghanaian. I love you Ghanaians, and I know that you will support me because you always do. Thank you.
Sika, you see, a lot of people talk about support, but we don't get to see the movies. We don't get to see the films. And so for you talking about support, where can people see your movies, your films, to go support you?
Okay, so my work is on Rock.
I know some of them is on YouTube.
And some of them are on YouTube. I'm hoping, I did Shukura with Phil Bernard, Ife. And it has an international cast. Sam Amumi was an anti-council. Senari was in there. And other great actors, D. Long was in there. Mama Ba Reigns. The names are a lot because it's a huge cast. I think it should be going on Netflix. And it's premiering in the States, in the United States of America, and in Ohio in September. September. Yes. So, and I do skates. I've done skates with Bismarck the Joke.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nartey. So my works are out there. Please, Ghanaians, support me. That's the kind of support that I mean. Like, you know, people be like, I don't watch the Ghanaian contents, but please, if you don't support us by watching and encouraging us, how will we make it to the global markets and become better? We love your positive criticisms. Please keep it coming, but please, just watch our works, like it, correct us where we're wrong. And some of us want to produce. So if there's anyone who's interested in making the Sika Dzuali brand go, please sponsor me with cash, kudi. I have great scripts lined up that you can invest in the jobs that I want to produce. And then not only will you make your money back, but trust me, by the grace of God, you'll be part of my story. When I go and get like the Grammys or the Emmys or international awards.
Talking about Grammys, Ghana Movie Awards, Atonsum, Golden Movie Awards, Atonsum, all the awards that recognizes actors, the effort that we put in is gone down the drain. What do you have to say about it? Because it looks like now you do film and nobody's there to award you. For me, I did Ghana Movie Awards. I've been awarded, but I never get my award. You see, I have Golden Movie Awards here. I have other awards there. But the Ghana Movie Awards, my brother, I never get my award. I never get my plaque.
What is your drama?
Hello?
Hey, honorable. Yeah. You know.
What do you have to say about that? It's like there are no awards anymore. It looks like it's only the music awards. Yeah.
What I can say is that I think the tourism ministry is doing a great job. I wouldn't say that it's entirely up to government. I think the private sector can jump on board because guess what? It is us not that entertain people, the bankers, the engineers. So we are important, Eddie. Imagine life without movies to watch. Imagine life without comedy shows. Imagine life without entertainers. So I think it's a collective, like a duty of well-meaning Ghanaians and well-meaning, like it could be any nationality. But okay, people, investors, please, we beg you. Reach out to some of us who have plans or could come up with award schemes or come up with more jobs that can raise the flag of Ghana high. Nana Akufo-Addo, our presidents, we beg you. We appreciate what you're doing to promote the year of return and all that. Mm-hmm. But then I think that this government or any other government that's to come can do more for us by like looking at the issues holistically and putting in place things that will motivate us. Because guess what? Creative forms an essential part of the GDP of countries.
Yeah.
So I think African governments or let's talk about Ghana for us. Ghanaian governments can tap into this side of the economy so that we can even generate income or we can also contribute our quota to the tax bracket. See, even in heaven, what was Satan doing? Wasn't he an entertainer?
Yeah, I don't go heaven before.
You don't go heaven, read the Bible. I'm giving you an assignment to read your Bible.
My last question to you is that men and women in this industry do the same job, but at the end of the day, the women get to get money more than the men. Do you understand my question?
Back to the Bible again. I understand the question. Who gave Adam the apple? We are in the feminine era. The feminine energy is governing the universe. Women, this is our time to rise. And then God made us special. You men are special. But every woman is powerful.
Maybe you are not understanding the question. Maybe you are not understanding the question. Me and you, all they do acting. They pay you 1,000 Ghana. They pay me 1,000 Ghana. But you could drive Range Rover.
It's the doing of the Lord.
It's the doing of the Lord.
Small girl, big God.
Sika, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. And welcome back to the industry. To the directors, to the producers out there, Sika Dzuali is back into the industry. Please, whenever you're doing casting, remember her. And I wish you all the best in your endeavor. And I hope to work with you sooner than later.
Thank you, bro, for this opportunity. God bless you. And I'll be back here again. I'll be back on your set. Or we'll do things together.
Inshallah. Nice to
bro.
meet you. My name is Nartey. This has been Unscripted with Sika.